Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it. Starting things off, we started off the show with Braun Breaker going on a rampage about that masked man at the Royal Rumble, which it was like insanely D1. It was a D1 crash out. And what I thought was a great match was Javon Evans going up against Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano, and the Chad Gable, the real El Grande Americano, interfered, and Javon Evans hit his crazy cutter or whatever. I really liked Javon Evans. It was a great match overall. Then I thought AJ Styles actually came out, but turns out he didn't come out because the ring general Gunther just came out. Dragon Lee tried to kind of beat up Gunther for what he did to AJ Styles, and that didn't work out. He took out Dragon Lee. Are you really happy with yourself, Gunther? Then we moved on to what was supposed to be a match, I believe, but Obafemi just took out the War Raiders, and it wasn't even close. Obafemi is going to be the future of this company. I'll tell you, the fans are loving Finn Balor with his backstage segment or whatever. He wants the World Heavyweight Championship, and hopefully he gets it sometime soon. Then the Bella Twins are back, and I'm so glad for the Bella Twins to be back. It's going to be a great tag team, and it's going to be, hopefully, future tag team champs. And then we had Penta going up against Bronson Reed, and the ref was out. Bronson Reed wanted a chair, but L.A. Knight took a chair, planted his face on it with a BFT, and Cieto Miedo took the victory. Daddy Dom is back. Dominic Mysterio came back to congratulate Liv Morgan on her Royal Rumble, and then Raquel and Stephanie had their street fight, which was, I think it was a pretty good match. Raquel kind of took over, but still lost that match. It was a great match overall. And then we moved on to what I think the promo of the year is. But honestly, this is a huge upgrade from Gunther versus Jey Uso last year. So it's going to be even a great WrestleMania match. I cannot wait for that. Elimination Chamber's right around the corner, so we'll know who faced Drew McIntyre. But what an episode of Raw. I thought overall this episode of Raw was really good. If I have to rate this Raw, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Now let's go to the SmackDown side of things. And here we are on the SmackDown side of things, and let's get right into it. We started the show off with Cody Rhodes attacking Drew McIntyre. Not the only attack Drew got that night. And then we moved on to Rio taking on Julia and her tag partner. I forgot her name. And Rio took the victory. What a match, though. And then The Miz took on Carmelo Hayes in a non-title match. And Carmelo Hayes do not miss. And Carmelo Hayes took the W. Wilson, toxic. But Obafemi did not take that. And then he just came out and destroyed Kit Wilson later. And they had a face-to-face backstage, Kit Wilson and Matt Cardona. I hope he gets a push. Then Shinsuke Nakamura going to win against Tama Tonga, and Tama Tonga ended up taking the W. Shinsuke, I'm glad he has the Rick Boogs theme song and everything back again. And yeah. And finally, Jacob Fatu went to attack Drew McIntyre. It didn't work out again. Poor Drew. Finally, Drew got a promo here on the announce desk and said mean things, I don't really care, but mean things about CM Punk and Roman Reigns. The funny thing I thought was when he said CM Punk was one fall away from his career ending. But yeah, it was not a bad promo at all. And then we moved on to the main event of the evening, where Randy Orton took on Solo Sikoa and Aleister Black in a triple threat match to qualify for Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton and RKO on Aleister Black. He went out of the ring and then hit an RKO on Solo, and Randy Orton is going to Elimination Chamber and hopefully going to win it all. Please, Triple H, just once, have Randy win one more title. 15, please. That was Friday Night SmackDown. Overall, it was an okay SmackDown, so I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. But I hope you enjoyed my setup, and I will see you next week or the Steve Blackman review coming this week. Have a good rest of your day.